Imagine a team that was once on top of the world, with a star-studded roster and a promising future, but in the blink of an eye, everything came crashing down. This is the harsh reality that the Philadelphia 76ers are facing. And it's a stark reminder that in the NBA, things can change quickly. Just a year ago, the Sixers were riding high, having landed the biggest free agent coup in franchise history with the signing of Paul George to a 4-year max contract. They had also assembled a strong supporting cast, featuring established veterans like Caleb Martin, Andre Drummond, Eric Gordon, and Reggie Jackson. But then, disaster struck, and the team's season was derailed by a string of injuries. Fast forward to the present, and the Sixers' outlook is far less rosy. The team is now left to pick up the pieces and try to rebuild, with the latest blow being a plummet to 19th in ESPN's Future Power Rankings. But here's where it gets interesting. The Sixers' downfall is a cautionary tale about the importance of health and stability in the NBA. When you have two superstars like Joel Embiid and Paul George, who are both prone to injuries, it's a recipe for disaster. And this is the part that most people miss. The Sixers' front office has been trying to assemble a team of veterans in their mid-30s, which is no longer a viable strategy in today's NBA. The team needs to focus on building a younger core, and that's exactly what they've tried to do with the addition of VJ Edgecombe, the number 3 overall pick in the draft. But until Embiid and George can stay healthy, the Sixers will be stuck in limbo, unable to reach their full potential. And this is where the controversy comes in. Should the Sixers be ranked as low as 19th, or are they being unfairly punished for last season's woes? On one hand, it's hard to argue with ESPN's assessment, given the team's poor performance last season. On the other hand, if Embiid and George can stay healthy, the Sixers could be right back in the championship mix, particularly in the injury-ravaged Eastern Conference. So, the question is, are the Sixers being unfairly ranked, or is this a realistic assessment of their chances? The answer lies somewhere in between. While it's true that the team has been decimated by injuries, it's also true that they have a talented young core and a pair of superstars who could still dominate the league if they can stay on the court. Perhaps the biggest issue facing the Sixers is their management, which has been criticized for its handling of the team's salary cap and its inability to surround Embiid and George with a strong supporting cast. The team's ownership has also been questioned, with some wondering if they are more concerned with saving money than with building a winning team. And then there's the coaching, which has been a topic of debate among fans and pundits alike. So, what do you think? Are the Sixers being unfairly ranked, or is this a realistic assessment of their chances? Should they focus on building a younger core, or try to surround Embiid and George with more veterans? Let us know in the comments. The Sixers' future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. They need to get healthy and stay healthy if they want to compete with the best teams in the league. And that's a challenge that they'll face head-on in the upcoming season. But until then, the speculation will continue, and the debate will rage on. Will the Sixers be able to turn it around, or will they continue to struggle? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, it's going to be a wild ride. As we look to the future, it's clear that the Sixers have a long way to go before they can reclaim their spot as one of the top teams in the league. But with a talented young core and a pair of superstars who are still capable of dominating the league, there's reason to be optimistic. So let's take a closer look at the numbers and see what they tell us. The Sixers' ranking in ESPN's Future Power Rankings is based on a combination of factors, including their on-court performance, their management, and their ownership. And while it's true that the team has struggled in these areas, it's also true that they have the potential to turn it around. But here's the thing. The Sixers aren't just struggling on the court. They're also struggling off the court. The team's management has been criticized for its handling of the salary cap, and the ownership has been questioned for its commitment to building a winning team. And then there's the coaching, which has been a topic of debate among fans and pundits alike. So, what does the future hold for the Sixers? Will they be able to turn it around, or will they continue to struggle? The answer lies in their ability to get healthy and stay healthy. and to surround Embiid and George with a strong supporting cast. And that's a challenge that they'll face head-on in the upcoming season. But until then, the speculation will continue and the debate will rage on. So, what do you think? Should the Sixers focus on building a younger core or try to surround Embiid and George with more veterans? Let us know in the comments. The future of the Sixers is uncertain, but one thing is clear. They need to get healthy and stay healthy if they want to compete with the best teams in the league. And that's a challenge that they'll face head-on in the upcoming season.